What is going on, everyone? It is a good day. It is a Friday. It is Friday the 29th, 2016. I am DV, and of course, as always, I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for another all-new episode right here on MeAndMineTv. DV, wait a minute. Yes, we all know that Fridays are good days, but why is this Friday a particularly good day for you? Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for asking me that wonderful question. I do not mind answering. Well, the reason why today is a very special Friday for me is because after freaking almost 3 months, I'm finally getting my brand new brakes installed on my car. Right now, it is currently 7:33 in the morning on Friday here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm on my way up to Auburn, Georgia, heading to Spartan LSX to get my brakes installed. Now, some of you who know about Atlanta, some of you who maybe even live in Atlanta, are probably laughing your ass off right about now, because you're sitting there cackling off like, wait a minute, you expect to go from the south side of Atlanta to the northeast part of Atlanta at 7:33 in the morning in rush hour traffic on Friday? You probably really don't expect to get there until Monday morning, which indeed I do, because anybody who knows about Atlanta traffic knows it is a keep it cool. Now, I'm headed up to Spartan LSX because Spartan LSX is the people who installed my $1,400 suspension job. And I do have to say, they did a pretty bang-up job with it. So I decided, you know what? I'll go with what works and take my $1,900 brake job back up to Spartan LSX to let them do their thing. Now, some of you may be wondering, why are you spending all this money on a V6? Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for asking me these wonderful questions. The reason why I'm spending my money on my car, well, 1, because I want to, 2, because it's my car, but 3, I like to track my car. And anybody who knows anything about cars knows that a V6 Camaro is not really built for performance and track use. So I decided to spend a little change, some cheddar, some bread, some cheese on upgrading my car so it will handle better and it will brake better. Now, you may be sitting there wondering to yourself, now, well, you're getting a brake job, but you haven't told us what brakes you're getting. Please tell us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for continuing to ask me these wonderful questions. Well, the brakes I'm getting installed on my car, basically, in essence, are ZL1 brakes. 6 pistons up front, 4 in the back, 15.5-inch rotors up front, 14 in the back. So I am going to have some serious stopping power in my car, because all my V6 fans out there who own V6 Camaros, we all know that our brakes pretty much are junk, because 2 piston calipers up front, single pistons in the back, on a car that weighs well over 4,000 pounds does not really equate to good braking. So in essence, I really had to upgrade them. Now, for my V6 Camaro fam out there who are watching me now, who may want to do this upgrade, first let me tell you this. Anybody who has a 10 through 15 Camaro, V6 LS or LT, there is one requirement that you guys have to have in order to put the ZL1 brakes on your car. This doesn't pertain to the SS brakes. It's only the ZL1 6-piston, 4 pistons in the back. Now, if you want the ZL1 upgrade, you're going to have 20-inch rims. Now, on GM's website, on almost every single GM Parts Direct warehouse or reseller, or like mine, like I got off eBay, they always state that you need 20-inch rims. Now, that only pertains to GM rims, because the 6-piston caliper rotors will not fit over the LS and LT 18-inch wheels. Now, they will fit over aftermarket 18-inch wheels and maybe some even 17, but the 6-piston brake caliper will not fit on OEM GM 18-inch wheels. They just will not do it. You're going to have 20s, but if you have the RS package like I do, then you're practically fine. The only things you need to do this upgrade, or of course, are the calipers, the rotors, the pads, the pin kit, ZL1 brake lines, caliper bolts, and this isn't necessary, but if you're tracking your car like I do, it is sort of like a requirement. You're going to have a brand new master cylinder and reservoir. I have all of that and spent roughly around $1950 on this whole entire upgrade, so it will cost you a nice chunk of change. But again, if you don't track your car, there's really no need for the 6-piston upgrade. The 4-piston SS and the 1LE brakes will do you just fine. Now, I'm fighting Atlanta traffic at 7:37 in the morning, and I really don't want to talk and drive in rush hour traffic because it'll get you killed, and everybody who ever's been to Atlanta knows that. So, I'm going to cut this video short right here, and we're going to start it again when I get up to Spartan LSX.
Make the ground shake.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Spartan LSX once again did their thing and did it with greatness. Now, I just left the facility. I'm on my way back home, trying to get a feel for these brakes, and of course, like everybody would think, it is a complete and total night and day difference compared to the brakes that I originally had. These 6-piston front calipers and 4-piston rear calipers, oh my gosh, I've done a couple of hard brakings at 50 miles an hour, and yeah, I still got my face. It's still attached to my body. Now, one thing I know I'm going to have to get used to just after being in my car now for a couple of minutes, the brake feel in my car with the original OEM brakes, it was always mushy. It was always soft. I could always just tap on the brakes and they would go to the floor. But in this car, now that I got the 4-piston rear, 6-piston fronts, and I got the upgraded steel metal brake lines, there's some force in this brake pedal. Now, I have to use the force in order to get this brake pedal to the floor, because even just tapping them, these brakes react, and they react something fierce. Now, unfortunately for me, I won't know the true performance and the true power of these brakes until, of course, I track my car, which is something that you all know I like to do. But unfortunately for me, I don't plan on going to another track day for, I don't know, another 2.5 months, because I don't want to take my car to a track until my brakes are really broken in. You know, there's enough pad on the rotor to get good bite when I start taking it to a track day. But, you know, I cannot wait for that day, which I say will probably be another 2 months from now. But as far as me being happy with the money that I spent on my car, being happy with the people who once again installed the parts on my car, I am on freaking cloud 9 right now. I am feeling good, I'm doing good, and I'm happy with my decision. So, that concludes this edition of MeAndMineTv. As always, thank each and every one of you for checking out this video, for checking out all my videos, and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button, check out my videos, and as always, do not be afraid or hesitant to leave comments on any of my videos, because as you guys already know, I love interacting with each and every one of you, because that's what this channel is about, and that's what I love doing most. Stay tuned for my next upload. I hope you guys are having and will have a great Friday, just like I had. Stay tuned for the next video.